Here we go!
Welcome to the Nintendo Power Zone, guys. It's your boy NyceOne, and we are back with a brand new unboxing video. Today we have the Glaceon from the Eevee and Friends lines from Funko. Very excited to get this one out of the box, but I'm going to be 100% honest. Guys, I've been sitting on this for about a month. I got really burnt out last month, and I didn't want to make any videos, but I'm back. And we got to get through these unboxings because as we speak, the newest figure just arrived at my house today, and that's the Flareon one, and we're going to do a separate video for that. But today we have Glaceon, the fourth figure in the line. I am super ecstatic that it's here. Glaceon, while not being one of my favorite evolutions, I think it has a very cool design, and the sculpt looks pretty good in box. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the box. Alright guys, now that we've taken a look at every side of the box, let's go ahead and read the back of the box. Chill out with Glaceon. Glaceon brings a cool breeze and some ice-type attitude to any gathering. Catch this cool Pokemon figure from the Afternoon with Eevee and Friends series by Funko and Pokemon Center while you can. They won't last long. And guys, I implore you, if you want these, go ahead and get them pre-ordered or go to your local GameStop because they are selling these at GameStop, which they didn't do with the A Day with Pikachu series, and they do sell out, so get your hands on them. Alright guys, take a look. We got Glaceon outside of the box, and I love the design of this one. While I do not like Glaceon all that much, it's not one of my favorites, I do like the way that this particular figure was sculpted with him standing in the snow. He's got little ice rocks behind him. He's got a small patch of water right next to the grass. It looks phenomenal. I really enjoy the way they did this sculpt. And you can tell where this one is supposed to connect to the Vaporeon because it's got the water tones that match. I think that's a fantastic job keeping, you know, the water type Vaporeon next to the ice type Glaceon. I love that. I can't wait to see how this fits together with the overall diorama set, because I think just that little touch by adding the water will make a huge difference and add some connectivity to the piece as a whole. Looking at the figure from different angles, I am just continuously impressed by what Funko has been able to do with this line. They just keep going above and beyond when it comes to the overall sculpt work of these figures. When I think about the diorama aspect of this, I cannot wait to see what these look like when they're assembled. Because as cool as these individual pieces are, the assembled piece is what's going to be everything. Alright ladies and gentlemen, I went ahead and grabbed the other three figures in this line. The Eevee, the Sylveon, and the Vaporeon. We put them all together. Check out the diorama. So far, it's looking like a very dope piece right off the back. Now, something that does bother me a bit is how much the Vaporeon figure actually covers up the Glaceon. When they were sculpting this, Vaporeon got obviously the best sculpt in the bunch, and he's so big that he's actually consuming the Glaceon when you look at it from this angle. Now, I have assembled it correctly, as I'm going to show you right here. It's just that when you look at this piece, the first thing you see is the Vaporeon, just because it is much bigger than the rest, and it is the best piece in the bunch, but it's really hard to highlight each individual figure when you have one that's such a big focus. It is what it is. I do enjoy the diorama piece as a whole. It has looked amazing. I cannot wait to add the Flareon to this set because it's just gonna look so much better. Now, I really wish that Funko had given some instructions as to how to properly set this up. There are no pegs to assemble this. You kind of just slide them together. While that's neat, it's harder to obtain the effect that I think they really want, because I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out where the Sylveon went very specifically. They should have released these in an order that was conducive to their placement within the diorama as a whole. That would have made this probably easier to assemble. Maybe they did and I'm just unaware, but personally I've been having trouble really getting this thing to look the way it does in the pictures. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is score time, my favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is actually worth your hard-earned money. So Glaceon is retailing at $14.99. You can get it at GameStop, or you can get it from PokemonCenter.com. They've done a fantastic job of making sure they have enough this time around. I love this figure. Let's go ahead and start with the Sculpt. This is, again, one of Funko's best. The detail that they've managed to put in such small figures has been utterly impressive. I love it. I love the way that they've put Glaceon standing in snow, standing in front of ice rocks. It's a perfect look. And the way that they sculpted the water so that it can easily connect to the Vaporeon, that's just good design as far as the diorama aspect is concerned. So for the Sculpt, I'm going to go ahead and give it a 10. Moving on to its overall color and appearance, this is where I have issues. The paint job on mine is immaculate. The problem I have here is the mouth on Glaceon. His little smirk looks a little derpy, and I'm not sure I like that. I feel like they could have done better for the overall mouth. Maybe sculpted it so that it didn't look so weird. It is what it is. It doesn't really hurt the piece all that much, specifically since the Vaporeon covers it so much. I don't think it matters quite as much as it would as if this figure stood front and center among the rest. That being said though, I'm going to have to go ahead and dock it for that. So I'm going to go ahead and give the paint an 8 out of 10. So we gave it a 10 for its sculpt, an 8 for its paint job. The final score is a 9 out of 10. This gets our Nintendo Power Zone seal of quality, and it deserves it. Funko has once again proven that they understand Pokemon on the highest level, and I absolutely love that. But guys, it's time for me to go ahead and get out of your hair. But before I let you go, I gotta hit you up with the social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at NyceOne93. You can email me at NyceOne93@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, Facebook.com/Nintendo Power Zone. If you are a fan of the Nintendo Power Zone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Spotify and Stitcher Radio. But if you want to watch the video version of the podcast, you can check us out right here on YouTube, youtube.com/Nintendo Power Zone. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to stay fresh. Deuces.